Hey guys, this is question MM147 of the Math Methods Fortify study guide. Today we have to sketch a graph. We've got a function g of x equals 4 cos of 2 times x take pi on 3 plus 1, where x is between negative pi and pi. Now, as I've spoken about before with these sort of graph sketching questions, I prefer not to draw it with the horizontal translation to start with, and then I'll put that in later. So let's pretend this horizontal translation isn't here for now, and let's just deal with that. So to begin with, our amplitude is equal to our number at the front, which is 4. Our period is equal to 2 pi over b, where b is 2, which means that our period is pi. So within negative pi to pi, we're actually going to be able to have 2 cycles of this one graph. And we've also got a midpoint of 1. So our midpoint is at 1. Awesome. This is all unaffected by our horizontal translation, which is why we can draw this without doing that first, right? So I've got this midpoint of 1. We've got an amplitude of 5, which means our maximum is going to be 1 plus 5. So, sorry, 1 plus 4, which is going to be 5. So this is 5 up here. Without this horizontal translation, we have a positive cos graph, which means it's going to start here, midpoint at 1, and a minimum of -3. Okay, so because our period is pi, we go from 0 to pi. That's going to be 1 period, which means we're going to come back up to here, and our minimum is going to be down here. So we've got something like this, and on our other side we've got something like this. Awesome. Sweet. So this is at pi. This is negative pi. Sweet. And this is without our without our horizontal translation. Okay, so this is just normal. We've got our midpoint at 1, our period of pi, and our amplitude of 4. So this is 1 to 5, 1 to -3 as well. But now we want to actually introduce our horizontal translation. So let's just draw another axis here. Negative pi to pi. And now we're actually going to have to move everything across, all right? So because we're minusing pi on 3, we actually have to move everything across to the right by pi on 3, all right? So this is going to come over here, and everything else is going to move to the right as well. So we're basically going to have a graph that looks somewhat like, let's go, it's going to be something like this. Something like that. Okay, so this point here is going to cross somewhere here, and we're going to get something that looks like this, where these two should be at the same level, where our midpoint is still 1. Our maximum is still 5, and our minimum is still -3. That hasn't changed at all. But what has now changed is our intercepts and our endpoints. So all we need to do to figure out our endpoints is sub in these values, negative pi and pi, into our equation for x, and that'll give us our y value. So you end up getting negative pi, -1, and pi, -1 as well. And because this is all symmetrical, this point here needs to be at 0, -1, because it needs to be at the same level as this. And our other intercepts are just here and here, right? Which is going to be between negative pi on 4 and negative pi on 2, which is going to be negative pi on 6, I believe. Let me just check that. So pi on 2 minus pi on 4, which is pi on 4. Sorry guys, just give me 2 secs. So negative pi on 2, take pi on 4, divided by 2. Cool, so that's going to be negative 3 pi on 8. Negative 3 pi over 8, 0, this bit here. And this bit here is going to be halfway between pi on 2, which is this point here, and 3 pi on 4, which is this bit here. So we're going to go 3 pi on 2, sorry, 3 pi on 4, plus pi on 2, and divide that by 2, which is 5 pi on 8. So this bit here is going to be 5 pi on 8, 0. Awesome. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much how to do these graphs. Just use your CAS and that'll be it. So guys, please let me know if you have any troubles with this. But apart from that, have a great day. See you later.